Yes. So, Sri Akal students, what is section formula? Very simple. Suppose we have a line AB. This line AB is being divided internally by some point P in some ratio m is to n. Now, if coordinates of A are given and coordinates of B are also given, the section formula helps us to find the coordinates of dividing point P. As simple as that. So basically, we want to find the coordinates of point P by the section formula. And according to section formula, the coordinates of point P are xy. Here, x is equal to means the abscissa of point P is equal to, now remember this crisscross. It will help you. This point to be multiplied with this point to be multiplied by this point. So this is m here, start with m into x2 plus m into x1, that is abscissa of point A, divided by sum of these two, that is m plus n. Similarly, students, the ordinate of point P, is equal to m by 2 plus n by 1 divided by m plus n. See, students, this is all about section formula. The question may be asked to you, directly using section formula, find the coordinates of point P, or coordinates of point P are given. You may be asked to find out the ratio in which this point is dividing line AB. It is very important to understand, students, this point is dividing the line internally. Point P can divide a line externally also. That is altogether a different game. Point B is dividing the line internally. So it's important that internally must be mentioned. Now, imagine if this point P lies in the center of AB, then what will be the coordinates of P? That is another formula known as midpoint formula. Well, midpoint formula can be easily derived from section formula. When P is in the middle, see, this m and n ratio are same. You may say it's 1:1 when P is in the middle. So we can say m is equal to n. When we put m is equal to n, here also instead of n, I can write m. Here also I can write m. Here also it becomes m. N becomes m. When this becomes m, m comes out and this is 2m, right? So that will cancel with m. It will become, this formula will be reduced to, can anyone tell? M is cancelled from here. M is cancelled. So this abscissa of the center point will be, can anyone tell? 1 plus x2 divided by 2. Very simple. Similarly, the ordinate of point P, that is the midpoint. P is the midpoint of this line AB. So ordinate will be equal to, can Monroe tell? Yes, anyone else?
y2.
It will be,
Say
yeah,
y2
right,
plus y1
divided
upon 2.
2. So simply, student, this is a midpoint formula. The direct, the application of midpoint formula is very simple. Let's say this is line AB. The coordinates of point A is 2 and 4, and coordinates of point B is, let's say, -2 and 6. Now, simply, someone asks, what will be the coordinates of center point P? So coordinates of center point are x1 plus x2 by 2. and y1 plus y2 by 2. So the abscissa of P will be this 2 plus minus 2 by 2, that will be 0. And ordinate will be 4 plus 6 by 2, that will be 5. 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 by 2 is 5. Very simple. Now we will do application of section formula also. Now let's say it's given AB is a line, coordinates of A is 1, 1, coordinates of B is 3, 3. Okay? It's given, let's say that point P divides this line in the ratio, let's say 1:2, right? Find the coordinates of P. So coordinates of P, coordinates are 1 x coordinate, suppose this is point P, this distance is the x coordinate of P, and this distance is the y coordinate of P. This is x, this is y, right? So we say together it is xy. So according to section formula, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n. Here m is 1, n is 2. Right, students? So x will be what? M into x2, that is 3, plus n into x1, that is 2 divided by 2 plus 3. So this is equal to 5 by 3, and coordinate will be equal to m by 2, m by 2, that is again 3, plus n by 1, that is 2 divided by m plus n, 3. So this is also equal to 5 by 3. That means this point field is, from x-axis also, it is at a distance of 5.5 by 3. From y-axis also, it will be at a distance of 5 by 3. This is a direct consequence of application of section formula. Well, another application of section formula is to find out the ratio. See, students, now I do a numerical which you can understand very easily. Now let's say this is x and y axis. Now let's say, students, we will take this point. Let's say this distance is 5 units and this distance is 1 unit. So this point will be, can anyone tell? -1, 5. Let's take this point also. This will be 0, 5. And now let's take, this distance is 1. Let's take 4 distance here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this distance, I want to make first point, second point, and 3 points collinear. See, only when these 3 points are collinear, then only point P can divide them internally. Hope you understand. See, if the 3 points are, if these 2 points are there making a straight line, P must be collinear. If P is not collinear, it cannot divide this line internally. See, this is the line. If P is here, it cannot divide this line internally. So P has to be collinear with A and B. That's another thing. All right. So P has to be here. This is -1, 5, 0, 5. So this point B, what is the coordinates of this point? Anyone? 1, 2, 3, 4. So simply this is, come on.
4, 5.
5. So we can say these 3 points, 1, 2, 3 are collinear. P can divide this line in the ratio what? Now actually, P is dividing this line AB in what ratio? Actually, this is 1 and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1:4. The ratio is 1:4. We will try to find out this ratio by section formula. Now, so what is the question now? The question is, line AB coordinates are given. The coordinates of P are also given, 0, 5. We want to find out in which ratio point P is dividing AB line internally. Am I right, students? So we want to, know that coordinates of point, first we will imagine that P point divides the line in the ratio M is to N. Am I right? So according to section formula, this is x, the abscissa of point P, and this is y, the ordinate of point P. So according to section formula, x is equal to mx2. This is m. What is x2, students? M into 4 plus
4.
n x1. N into what is x1? Minus 1 divided
Minus 1.
m plus n. This is x. And what will be y? Any student can tell me? And we know y is equal to 5. We know that. But according to section formula, y is equal to m into what? y2. What is y2?
5.
Correct. M into 5 plus n into what is y1?
5.
Again,
5.
Divided by m plus n. Now, we know that this abscissa of point P is given. What is abscissa of point P? Come on, students. What is abscissa of point P?
0.
0. So we can say 0 is equal to 4m minus n divided by m plus n. Am I right? That directly gives us 4m minus n is equal to 0. 4m is equal to n. You see that beautifully, students, we get the ratio. See, a very important point. We don't have to find the absolute value of m and n. We want to find only the ratio m by n. Ratio m by n is important. Some students get confused here. You just have to find the ratio m by n. So what is ratio m by n? Take n this side. The m by n will be equal to, come on, 1 by 4. And we already know that m by n is equal to 1 by 4. 1 is to 4. 1 is to 4 is same as 1 by 4. When we say 1 by 2, that means we are comparing two quantities. 1 by 2. 1 by 2 also means 50%. 1 by 2 can also means 1 is this and other is only this much. 1 by 2 also means this. 1 by 2, this can also be used to say 1 is to 2. And 1 by 2 also means 50%. Both ways 1 by 2 can be used. Similarly, if you say 5 by 4, you know, this can also be used to say 5 is to 4. What is that? If this is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this will be a little smaller, 4. This is 5 is to 4. Remember, students, this is 5 is to 4. You cannot say this is 4 is to 5. Then will be wrong. The first one is 5, bigger, say 5. Second one is smaller, say 4. All right, students. So I also want to tell you that the same ratio 1 is to 4 can also be derived by y. The ordinate of point P. What is the ordinate of point P, students? Ordinate of point P already given is 5. So 5 is equal to m into 5. 5m plus, what is that? 5n divided by m plus n. Am I right? M plus n. Students, am I right or wrong? Correct. So now, what is that? See, we are doing some mistake here. Y is this, y is 5. So 5 will be equal to my2. My2 is 5m, correct? Plus ny, that is also 5. Just see, students, any mistake we are doing? Y is equal to 5m plus 5n, because both are 5 plus m plus n. Call it m plus n. So 5 is equal to 5m plus 5n divided by m plus n. Oh, but this is, here we are not able to find, because here it comes 5m plus 5n is equal to 5m plus 5n. So, well, this is not able to give us the ratio, but don't worry, students. Here we got the ratio. M by n is equal to 1 by 4, and that is correct. Is that okay? Now, also, students, it's not able to give ratio. Why? Because these digits are all same. This is 5, 5, 5. You know, that could be the reason. I think so. Okay, students. So you have seen what is section formula. You've seen what is midpoint formula. You have also seen the application of section formula. Number one is to find out the coordinates of point P. Second is to find out the ratio. The best students. Have a nice